Well, this sucks. What's up, guys? It is early, but we are headed to Moab. Let's do this thing. We're at the meetup. Beautiful sunrise this morning. And we're getting ready to hit the road. The day started with an easy, beautiful drive, enjoying conversation of adventure while enjoying a great cup of coffee. Here on Vail Pass, there was still the last of winter snow on the ground, or so we thought was the last. The landscape began changing as we descended in elevation. In convoy with Squared Away Every Day and his Tacoma, we entered the Glenwood Canyon area. Towering cliffs, flowing rivers, and just an exquisite drive was before us. Here you can see the Grizzly Creek fire that burned over 32,000 acres. Additionally, with the area destroyed of vegetation and a huge rainstorm, a mudslide occurred just after the fires, closing this section of I-70 for weeks. The drive was beautiful, but the wind began picking up as the day grew warmer.
We made it to Grand Junction, but it is so windy. I hope this dies down by the time we get to Moab. Oh my gosh. Woo!
It was adventuring mode. Leaving Colorado. That means Utah is... Are we in no man's land? In between the signs? Here we go. Welcome to Utah. Boom. And it's raining.
What's going on, guys? Rumor has it you guys have never been to Utah before, so we just wanted to say congratulations and welcome into Utah.
Well, thank you, good sir. We took a video with the traps. We're all excited.
Yes, we did too, and you're also. This conversation is on video and might make it into my video for Moab. So say hi to the camera.
Make sure I watch what I say.
It is so windy. Slightly raining. But this is insane. As we continued into Utah, weather continued to annihilate the rig as we got closer to our destination. Decent rain and insane winds made for a wild, interesting, and fun drive. It's all part of what makes doing this an adventure. At our exit into Moab, we arrived at one of the coolest but weirdest gas stations. After fueling up, we headed due south, straight for Moab. Moab greeted us with fresh, crisp air, amazing landscape views, and the promise of adventure. Just not the one we were hoping for. Well, this sucks. Broke a brake line and didn't even get to do anything. So that's a bummer. Okay, from here now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was fun. Recap. Wake up at 6:30. Had the drive out to Moab. Moab's beautiful. We started down the trail. We were hitting our stride. It was looking good. And then we turned around because we needed to go to the visitor center. Well, we thought we did. I don't know if we do. I don't know. It doesn't matter now. But and it felt like I couldn't brake. Well, it felt like I was sliding on mud because the roads were pretty muddy. But my brother was not sliding, so I was like, that's weird.
And then we went to stop fully and just kept going forward. So we started calling around it. We thought it was the vacuum booster or master cylinder, but then we got a tow, and the guy came out and he looked at right at the front driver tire was just leaking brake fluid every time you hit it. So that's fun. Hopefully it's going to be an easy fix, but we have no idea. So from here now.
We got a hotel room for the night, enjoyed a meal in town, and turned in from a long day. We kept saying, seek adventure, and it will find you. Just be ready for whatever that may look like. I had to park the rig on the side of the road outside the gated area of the shop. Sleep was hard as thoughts unfortunately slipped to the vehicle being broken into, or worse, stolen. It was probably unfounded paranoia, but still, it was not comfortable. I woke early the next day, eager to get any information I could, first on the condition of the vehicle as it sits from a security perspective. The hotel wasn't far from the shop, so instead of walking all the way there, I used current tech to do some reconnaissance. The drone flight over showed all was well. Now, we just waited to hear from the mechanic and a hopeful fix.
All right, cheers. We just got done. Say hi.
Hi.
Just got done getting breakfast. It's fun, a little bakery. It was nice. Anyway, we were just getting done with breakfast and got a call from the mechanic. It was just a brake line that needed replaced apparently, rattled free. A nut had sheared off on the knuckle that rattled it loose, I don't know. Anyway, it's warm because it's the desert and we're really moving it to try to get back. These are our overlanding vehicles of choice at the moment. But we're gonna go get the rig and then I think we're gonna get on a trail. We're trail worthy and get some camping in. All right, we're back in the rig. Doing a quick car wash. Hit the trail. Feels good to be in the rig.
We decided on a pretty close, relatively easy trail called Gemini Bridges. But it felt so good to be out and on our way to a night in Moab's wilderness.
So we made it to camp and it is beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It probably looks like it's like freezing. It's not that bad, it's just windy. But this is our first camp trip. Cheers. I'll tell you, sometimes you run into those problems, those trail issues, and it's all worth it though. You get to places like this. I mean, look, the La Salle mountain range right there. Oh yeah, just amazing. And what a time. Hanging out with family, cooking some dinner right now, getting some sunlight. Oh, feels so good. So I'm reminded of something that Clay Croft from Expedition Overland quoted, and he's probably quoting someone else, but he said that it's not adventure until something goes wrong. And that's what happened. Something went wrong. Brake lines went out, and luckily it was not catastrophic. Nothing bad happened overall. We were safe. But yeah, it adds to the adventure. But here we are. It's a good night.
That night brought decent winds, and early in the morning came rain and sleet. But we were nestled inside the rig, warm and comfortable, happy to be out here. The next day we had great weather and got to do a little sightseeing and finish the trail.
All right, so we just finished Gemini Bridges. Got in a trail after all the madness, but it was beautiful, and just aired back up, hitting the road back home.
So we hit the road home, and the adventure certainly was not over. We started to see the first signs of winter weather coming our way as we climbed back into the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Traffic piled up and we were eventually stopped on the hill to the Eisenhower Tunnel. Weather was clearly getting very bad as a Jeep sideswiped the guardrail next to us. And just on the other side of the tunnel, we were hit by one of the craziest storms I've ever driven in. Visibility was terrible, road conditions slick, everyone driving way too fast from being pent up in traffic. All of this said, we made it home safely, and we were able to immediately talk fondly of the adventure that ended up very different than the original plan. It inspired us further into the unknown and to keep pursuing the next trip regardless of what it may entail.